and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm going to strive for brevity this week to make up for last week. I still want to ask you guys to focus on the habit of there's no trying, only doing, working on your negative self-talk, however you chose, the journaling, the saying out loud the word stop, the snapping of the bracelet. And this week I want to talk briefly about negative people. A number of you emailed and asked what I suggested, what I did when there were people in your world who served as prompts for these negative self-talk, chatter, thoughts, whatever you want to call it. People in your world that might be saying, should you eat that? You didn't go to the gym today. You shouldn't have that. Those kind of thoughts, and planting them in your head and triggering the negative self-talk. For me, and it's taken me a long time to get here, I choose to view the negative people in my world through the lens of it has absolutely nothing to do with me. When people tell me I'm not going to succeed or are critical of, let's say, things that I'm choosing to feed my toddler out in public, in the park, I know that it really has nothing to do with me, and what they're saying comes from some issue or something to do with them. Other people do decide to go a more proactive route and say, now tell me something positive. This might work with friends or family members. To me, that lends a little bit too much power to what they're saying and buys into it. I choose to just, if I'm with the person, smile and just remain mellow and calm. It really is the exact same tactic that I would use with my toddler when she's choosing to have a meltdown at the train table at the bookstore because she doesn't want to leave. I can't buy into the temper tantrum because I empower it, and then it gets bigger. So I do the same thing with naysayers or negative people in my world who tell me that perhaps something's not going to succeed or it's a waste of time to even try. I do want to add quickly that if I get defensive, I know that it really is something that is a hot button for me, and that I too know that I might want to address, need to work on. And in the moment, I still smile and remain calm, but I will go back to that later and think, what made me become defensive about what they said? What is it that they're pointing out that I know that I really do want to think about or work on, and how can I do this in a positive way? Lots of people, bloggers, book writers, deem negative people energy vampires, and again, to me, it goes back to the giving it greater power than you should. That's kind of an empowering term. They are energy sucks, but for me, it just works to look at them, smile, and think, this has absolutely nothing to do with me, and move on. Have a great day, week, and I will see you tomorrow with tips and trends.